So the name of the poet is Alfred, and here we are going to start the poetry. Break, break, break on thy cold grey stones, O sea, and I would that my tongue could utter the thoughts that arise in me. Alright, here we have our first stanza. Break, break, break on thy cold grey stones, O sea, and I would that my tongue could utter the thoughts that arise in me. So you have to be able to understand in a better way the perspective of the poet. You have to imagine that you are a poet and you are here somewhere near the sea. This is a sea, all right, this is the seashore, this is a beach-like area. Here you are sitting. And the poet is very upset, the poet is sad. And through this stanza of the poem, we understand that poet is sitting there. You are a poet, you are sitting there, and you see these waves of the sea coming and freely expressing themselves and freely touching the seashore and the stones and rocks. And at the same time, poet thinks that I wish I could also utter, I could also express my grief, my emotions and my feelings and what I am going through and what I am feeling. The poet is saying that I wish I could also be like you, O dear sea. I wish I also could express the things I feel. I wish I also could be as free as you are. So there is something that poet is upset about, and it's the loss of his friend. He has lost his friend. His friend has died, so he's thinking, he is filled with sorrow and he wants to express, but there is nobody around him that he can express his feelings to and he can share his feelings with. Oh well for the fisherman's boy that he shouts with his sister at play. Oh well for the sailor lad that he sings in his boat on the bay. Alright, oh well for the fisherman's boy that he shouts with his sister at play. Oh well for the sailor lad that he sings in his boat on the bay. So here I am sitting as a poet, you are sitting here as a poet. We are trying to see this, we are trying to understand this from his point of view, from his eyes, and we see, oh well for the fisherman's boy that he shouts with his sister at play. So he sees fisherman's boy, this boy, and he's shouting and he's playing with his sister, and it's a great fun. They're playing with each other, they're shouting, and it's a thing of beauty. Oh well for the sailor lad that he sings in his boat on the bay. Here we have the sailor, he's with his boat and he's singing, he's also very happy, and these children are also very happy, and the poet is also feeling happy, a little happy for them, that how happy they are and how much they are enjoying, especially this boy who's playing with his sister. He gets to shout and he's playing and enjoying, and this sailor, he's singing out loud with happiness, he's so happy. And the poet is sitting there and observing all this. And the stately ships go on to their haven under the hill, but oh for the touch of a vanished hand and the sound of a voice that is still. So there are ships also in this picture, you see this is a ship, and then he starts to observe a ship which is going haven. Meaning of the word haven is a very peaceful place, a very beautiful and peaceful kind of a place. So the ship are going to pass through under the hill. The ship is going, to their haven under the hill. So this is he's sitting there and he's observing the ships also. The ships going to the destination, trying to reach to the destinations. But oh for the touch of a vanished hand and the sound of a voice that is still. But he is thinking about the sound, about the voice of his friend. He is missing the touch, that he doesn't get to handshake with his friend anymore. He doesn't get to hold the hand of his friend anymore. He doesn't get to hear the voice of his friend anymore, because his friend is unfortunately dead. Because life is not permanent, life is temporary. This is one of the things that we will understand through this poem. Break, break, break at the foot of thy crags, O sea, but the tender grace of a day that is dead will never come back to me. So in the end, again, the poet is expressing his sorrow. Break, break, break at the foot of thy crags, O sea, but the tender grace of a day that is dead will never come back to me. So he is again missing his friend and talking about his friend, that my friend has, my friend is gone forever and he will never come back to me. So in this we can see this sea is a thing of beauty. This sea is a part of nature. So we understand that sea is permanent, nature is permanent, while human lives are temporary. Human beings live a temporary life. Thousands of men lived and died, but this sea, has been there. So we understand about the temporary nature of human life in this poem, and we should also try to understand and value the feelings of the. So this is it for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you very soon again. And before we leave, before we end this session, what did we learn from this poem? We have learned that life is only once. We should spend time doing good things. I really enjoyed spending this time with you. Peace be with you. God bless you.